But I'm so grateful to have went to the um, camping, to the cottage with Buster and Remi. It was our last camping trip. I didn't know it was going to be Buster's last camping trip. There I go talk about Buster, but I wanted just to talk about that um, a little bit for 2020 because like 2020 was like crazy for everybody, and same with 2022, or yeah, 2021. Sorry, 2021. My cousin passed away. Buster passed away. Stomach cancer. Like and you know it's weird because he kind of was sick around Christmas, but the thing was also he got better after, and then the week going towards his final thing, his final days was weird because he would eat, then throw up, and then be fine, and then it was just so weird of how happened, you know. And then when we took him to the vet and we had to drop him off, we couldn't be in the room, you know. And I already talked about how we had to drop him off a little bit in the other podcast. But they not squeezed, but like they felt his belly, and it was like horrible. It was sad. They're like, yeah, he's got something wrong with him. They said we could have taken him to Toronto or Detroit specialists to look at in his belly, but again, it would have been more money, $1,000, and he was 12 years old, and they thought if it is cancer, which eventually we found out it was, because he couldn't be saved. Stomach cancer, you can't really get rid of that. Like you could, but you can't, and he wouldn't have been. I don't think he would have made it anyways if he did get surgery. Okay, so that was one thing. Remi, come here. Yeah, so when they gave him nausea medicine, he laid on his bed when he got home, and I just, in my heart, I'm like, I need to take this dog for his last walk. I just feel like I needed to get out of the house. I asked my sister, she said yeah. So I grabbed his harness. Now, if he didn't want to go, I wouldn't have made him. But he looked at that harness, he wagged that little tail, and he's like, let's go. We put it on him. I walked him. We took Remi in Egypt. Come here, Remi. Come on, everybody wants to see you. Come on. This is a podcast with you. Turn around. Thank you. Yeah, so we went on our last walk. He did really good. We went slow and steady, but I knew it was painful, but I think he enjoyed it because I wish I recorded the ending of our walk. He sniffed our tree that's in the front yard and wagged that tail, and it brought me happy tears, you know. So then he just pooped everywhere and peed everywhere, and it was, I know, TMI, you know. The next day he kind of whined, and we called the vet, and we were gonna go and put him down. Because on Friday before we went on to the vet, I told them he wasn't gonna make it past Monday. I just felt like that in my heart, which I hate thinking that way, but I just knew, you know. So, hold on. There we go. There's my co-host. Good deal. So, like in the other podcast, he passed away on the way to the vet. In my sister's arms. So, and I'm not gonna get in all the other things. So, but you know, I did say goodbye to him, and I gave him a kiss, and I let Remi, Egypt, and Angel sniff him. Now Remi wouldn't leave his side. Egypt kind of stayed close. Angel was staying close off and on, but Angel's very sensitive. So is Remi, but Angel was very sensitive, so he kind of wanted to stay away from that, which I totally understand. So that was Buster, and that was my arthritis. How's my arthritis now? My arthritis is slowly getting better. I do have CBC oil that I use sometimes, so and I'm trying to walk and do more exercise so we don't get stiff. And warmer weather's coming. Like, the only bad thing I don't like about summer is at night when it's extra damp outside at night. Usually in the summer it is. My arthritis gets really stiff, and sometimes first thing in the morning. So I have to not pry myself, but like stretch and just make sure that I'm not stiff, so I can do other things that I need to do. But so far, my arthritis is doing really good. Like I said, when I took Remi to the pet expo to meet John, oh my goodness, to meet Gone to the Snow Dogs, she did so good, and my arthritis was actually really good. And I walked her, and then my nephew took a little bit over of the walking, and we had a great time. Dan was amazing, Greg was amazing, Jamie was amazing, Remi was amazing, Jess was amazing, Kira and Eleanor in Memphis, amazing. My nephew did so good too. I'm so proud of him. Um, yeah, and I'm I'm also grateful for my nephew to take us because at first, like we weren't sure, so I wanted to make sure we were going, and then it did work out. So he's like, yeah, I'll take you, and it finally worked out. And I was told we probably wouldn't have been, but like we went and everything went good. We had an Airbnb for a night, perfect. Remi did not want to go to the bathroom, so I'm glad I brought the long lead. I was gonna bring it anyway so I could play ball with her, but we didn't really have time because we had to make sure we got there late at 9 p.m. and then in the morning we had to kind of hurry and then leave because we had to sign out and leave the Airbnb at was it 10 a.m. I think or 11, one of the two. Anywho, I grabbed the long lead that I had and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna try it. Soon as that, she did fantastic. She went to the bathroom. I'm like, yes, Remi, thank you. So now, if I were to take her to another Airbnb or something, or even camping, I'm bringing the long lead so she'll go to the bathroom. I don't know if it was stress or something new, because like she did that too when we first got to the cabin in 2020 with Buster. Her and Buster were both kind of like, not really stressed, but like they didn't really want to eat the first in the morning the next day. But then at night, they did really good. Plus, it was really hot. We went in July, so walking them around the cottage area was really like we had to make sure that they both didn't overheat, especially Buster. But they both did amazing, and I'm so proud of them. And I will always cherish that last camping trip. And I want to take Remi this year, so I'm putting that out in the universe. We're taking Remi, and I'm hoping for a week. I want to a week to 2 weeks, but I want to take her for a whole week camping. I think it'll be fun. I just want to take her. I think it's going to be amazing. It really is. But yeah, I'm so grateful that I have this podcast where I can just chit chat with y'all, and you guys can tell me your stories or what you guys think or what other topics, good topics like animal wise or music wise. Do you have mental illness? Do you have physical illness? Let us know. You don't have to, but it'd be cool to read because I do like reading, and learning. Um, I was diagnosed with anxiety and social anxiety because sometimes like if I'm at a store, like it's only certain stores that I like really kind of have like a freak, like a bad I'm having an anxiety attack, like I feel small where I'm like breathing a little heavier and I'm like really like feel anxious. But some stores that I go to, I'm like I got the confidence, girl. It's weird how it goes. Also, I am very like shy, but like once you know me, I just can't shut up. It's true. When I first met Becky, so Becky is one of my best friends. I believe she's like a sister. I have lots of sisters, but she's like one of them. From the internet. She lives in Germany, and in 2019, she was going to Michigan to go and see Gone to the Snow Dogs in Novi, Michigan. Well, on her trip before going there, she made a pit stop to Canada, where I live, and we had the whole day together. It was fun. It was snowing and icy. I do wish that we could have taken Remi and Buster for a walk together, or just Remi and us just go to the park and just enjoy. But we had fun, and we did do a little mini podcast, but I'm not sure where those footage went. But yeah, we were talking about a lot of like how much the plane costs, how much the train, and all that stuff, which was cool and interesting. But like, she's been an amazing person. She's inspired me to do a lot of things too, because now she's traveling. She's going all over the place. She is taking care of people's animals all over the place. She's in Sweden, I believe, right now with like huskies, and she's just doing amazing things. And I'm so proud of her. And I am going to eventually, hopefully, travel even around Canada, or hopefully, and do a lot of different things, especially this year. Last year, I did get a lot to do a lot of things, which I'm so grateful. Um, so yeah, this is amazing. I do love music, so lately I've been listening to golden oldie, the '90s slash early 2000s music. And right now, what gets me in a good mood is S Club 7, Reach. Their song Reach is one of them. Journey has always been a good band. My favorite song is Don't Stop Believing. Love it, love it, love it. I can sing it all the time. Sorry, my co-host left. What else? What else? She's actually laying right there. Good girl, Remi. Um, right now, like, I like country. Some country music's really good too. That gets me in the groove, and you know, a couple of times, when I'm like, I want to dance. I'm a dancer sometimes. Not a good one, but I like to dance in my room or whatever. Um, Dance with Somebody by Whitney is amazing, and I still dance to that song. There's a lot of like '90s music, Thriller by Michael Jackson. Um, you know, um, there is like a couple songs I like from Aaron Carter, Olden Days. Uh, Keep Believing is one of my favorites, and I've been listening to that for a lot of time. And it's an old song from him. He was talented. Whatever he did, in his struggle with addiction and stuff like that, I'm not holding that against him. He was a sad soul. He just, he needed more lifting up, and he got a lot of hate. And but I'm not gonna get into that. But I do like the song, uh, "Keep Believing," I believe it is, and also, "All About You" is a good one. You know, um, there's other ones that I like that I can't remember, but those ones right now, I don't listen all the time, but I like that one. There is a new song that I actually like, and it actually opened up my inner child, I believe, because like I just like, yeah, this is like by Crook, I think, or not Crook, Croak, or I believe, and Olivia Burton, I believe. It's called "If I Were a Fish," and it is a good song. Okay, it really is. Like, it's kind of childish, but I really like it because it really gets in your inner child. And all my life as a kid, and sometimes growing up too, I always felt I was like the black sheep. I always felt like I was alone, and I always felt like nobody liked me. And that was just me and how I, you know, it's just so bizarre. And, you know, she's rolling on the grass.